This is weird.
Why?
Oh, it's the record light.
Yeah.
I don't know. This sitting here is weird.
Where do you normally sit here?
Right there.
Do you want to swap?
No, it's fine.
You sure?
Hi, welcome to another episode of Tech Geek Gamers Let's Talk, where we do a roundtable discussion of random topics. I'm one of your hosts, Cory. This is Rob, Tara, and Chris. Tech Geek Gamers post every Monday on youtube.com/techgeekgamers, but this is probably going to post on a Wednesday, or who knows when it's going to post.
Every Monday
we're filming a lot of shows right now for the holiday break, so who knows when this is even going to go live.
This might be after.
It won't be. That I can guarantee. It won't be after Christmas.
Well, that's good.
So,
it
could be.
We got some big
won't be.
plans coming up.
Yeah. Who wants to start? I don't even remember anybody's topics. So I'm going to start
Just point and somebody will...
I'm going to start with my topic.
Okay, cool.
Which is... it's going to be a little bit of a walk. I was really bad at spoiling Christmas presents. My brother and I. Like, we would spoil them. Like, it's close to Christmas. Mark's dropping crap behind the and my brother and I would tear the house apart
Looking for these gifts?
Looking for the gifts. Mm-hmm. Now, not only would we find the gifts, my mom probably knew that we would find gifts, but she would also then wrap gifts. So I got very, very, very good at unwrapping gifts and then rewrapping them.
What'd you use? Letter opener?
No, usually a scalpel.
Steam
A
over
scalpel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why did you have a scalpel?
Well, because for arts and crafts and stuff, like an X-Acto scalpel.
Oh, yeah.
How does that make it any better? Those things
They're sharp. So then I would, what I would do is I would cut the tape and then put the tape down, match where the tape may have pulled the paper away, and then I would put another piece of tape on top of that to match it up. So unless you looked at it, you'd never know.
Did your mom catch on?
The second part to this is, have you ever done that? And what is the worst gift you have ever ruined? Now, this is leading into this. The worst gift, I was thinking about this the other day, and the worst gift I have ruined, and I ruined it poorly, but I also loved it, is my parents bought me my first MacBook Pro, years and years ago. And I unwrapped it, I opened it up, I loaded it, I booted it up, I set everything up in my name, I connected to the internet,
God.
I installed apps, and I did this for 4 nights in a row before Christmas.
Oh,
Holy
man.
crap.
Happy Hanukkah.
And then the 4th night I realized maybe they might catch on that there's no boot up process to this computer, and was like, should I just wipe everything? I'm like, oh man, I got games on here.
A MacBook Pro?
Yeah.
When did those come out? Because I feel like this is within the last decade.
Well, I was still living in Heritage Hills, so it would have
I think
been...
I remember this, actually.
It would be over a decade. It would be over 10 years ago, yeah.
Over 10... Were you...
It'd be like 15 years ago.
Okay.
So
He's a little choked right
So
now.
you were pretty... no, actually, what I'm
16?
thinking is...
I might have been 16 or 17.
Okay, so but what I'm thinking is you were decently old to still be
high school. High school.
well
Yeah, it was
done.
high school. Yeah.
Interesting. Anyway, continue your story.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
okay.
my MacBook. And then Christmas Day, I opened it up. I'm like, MacBook, and I loaded it up, and I just made sure the screen was not, because when it booted up, it's like, "Hello, Cory," and
At least you had the vocal on.
so.
Hello, Cory. You are
I'll
looking
go first
sexy.
because mine's going to be super short and boring. I've never done it. I've never spoiled. I've never gone looking. I've never spoiled a gift.
You're hardcore.
I absolutely have.
I don't know. I just waited because we opened up gifts Christmas Eve, right at the turn of midnight. So Christmas Day midnight. But yeah, hell, I'll wait. I don't care, right? And
Very
so
bureaucratic of you.
opened up gifts there, and then we'd go to bed, and then there would be one more larger gift from Santa. Of course, I'm talking probably same age as I was getting older. That's what it was. But when I was younger, same thing. I don't know. I didn't look. I guess probably because I still believed in Santa and didn't think there would be gifts in there.
Yo, guys gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, I never did it.
I absolutely did. What surprised me by Cory's and stuff is I definitely stopped by early age. I would probably say elementary still is
still
when
do
I
it.
stopped looking. Really? Oh, man,
right now.
Yes, that's
So if I knew
hilarious.
Don had presents, I would look for them.
That is hilarious. I obviously there's you kind of want to just peek or whatever, but I've pretty much stopped doing it. I can't recall the last time I did it. Definitely the worst one I ever ruined though I was still quite young, and can't even recall how old I was. I was probably like 8, 9 years old or so, and I knew that my grandma was over for Christmas at this time, and I knew that my mom and my grandma were downstairs in the basement, and they were like just hanging out or whatever, and I wanted to come visit them. So I went down into the basement, and I opened the door, and there's all of the presents. Literally every present that everyone's getting, and they're wrapping. Here's the kicker. I was probably much younger than 8, now that I'm thinking about it, because this is also the year that I learned there is no Santa Claus. Because lo and behold, I'm watching my mom and my grandma wrap all of the presents. And like, I remember seeing flashes of like gifts and stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be here. I don't know what these are, but okay. And like, they're both like, did like that look, and they're like, you should go. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go. And I closed the door, and then I remember like, I opened the gifts on like Christmas morning. I'm like,
wait a minute.
Hold on.
I saw this last night.
Right.
I don't remember I don't remember that, like when I stopped believing in
and that was like, oh my God, you're Santa. Like,
Yep.
you were wrapping this. And like, so,
Yeah.
And then after that, I definitely like would scout.
My brother and I
the
would
house.
go to like extreme lengths. Like we would fake sleep, wait for my parents to go to bed. We'd wait like 45 minutes, and then we would start like poking and prodding.
I am so not shocked by that news.
And then from what I recall from being like a teenager and stuff, when Christmas would came around, really all I would do is like, I'd go to bed, my parents would put all the gifts out, and then I'd usually like wait until it was like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'd get up and I'd go and I'd look at like the gifts, and I'd look at them wrapped, and I'd be like,
too.
I wonder what that is. Yeah, I figure I know what that is. And I'd
Shake it
take
a
them
little
all
bit.
out and look at them, and then I'd be like, I really want to open this now. I won't though, and I put it back, and then I tried to go back to bed and often couldn't.
I didn't start unwrapping gifts until like later, when I was more sure of my ability to hide the fact that I unwrapped gifts. But when I was young, my brother and I would search all the time. But my mom got really good at hiding gifts, and I always did that. Like we'd wake up super early and like take apart. Oh, is this a game in our stockings or whatever like that? Yeah, that's half the fun, I think.
Trying to guess.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, mine's actually very similar to Rob's. I was like less than double digits, and I stumbled upon basically the stuff we had, like, you know, you put out the cookies and the milk for Santa.
I don't think we ever did that.
My family put out cookies and milk, and it turns out Dad just ate the crap out of everything.
Yeah.
We put out a bag of carrots for the reindeer.
Yeah, carrots
Yeah.
as well.
Oh, maybe we did. Okay. Yeah.
Well, one year I was one of those cute little kids that like, big surprise, I liked art. And so I made something for Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus or some shit. Then the next year I was in the basement looking for something during Christmas. My mom had like everything filed because she's super anal about stuff. And I opened a drawer that normally I can't open because it jams. And I found the thing that I made. I was like, dicks. Okay then. And then I closed it, and then I quietly went upstairs, and I kind of gave my mom the you lied to me kind of thing. So I was pretty much told, just don't ruin it for your younger sister. But that made sense, though, because that seeped into, my sister and I used to do what you and your brother did, except for we sucked at it, and we actually tore, I was like 5. And
Yeah, we
actually
didn't
tore
do
a
that.
hole.
We would just look for the gifts unwrapped, either if they were unwrapped or if they
Yeah.
were wrapped.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would like, what is it? Shake it. And my
I know,
mom,
but
would
with-
hide games inside inside sweaters that were inside. We never realized that a sweater would go missing, and we'd open them. Hey, there's a sweater, and then a game would fall out. She got really good at hiding that kind of stuff, but.
Well, one of our first Christmases that I can recall, my sister and I snuck out at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And that's back when our Santa Claus used to actually wrap the gifts. Because after a while, my parents said, screw it, and they just put things out. But we both found these boxes. We knew they were Barbie dolls because they come in the same rectangle box. And we like try to tear open just so we can see the doll. And of course, she has plastic at the front, so you have to do it at the front to figure out which freaking doll it was.
Right.
And apparently my rip job was suck because after I found that gift, it made sense why my folks were pissed at us that one Christmas morning because they somehow magically knew that we tore part of it open. And I'm like, how would you know? You don't know. Santa Claus gave me this. Shit. And that's like, okay, fine. Yeah. So then,
I guess I was a good kid. You guys were all bad.
shut off.
Curious.
Spoiled.
Simply
I'm just
curious.
a spoiled brat. That's
Slide.
all I am. So I just want. What do you give me? What do I want?
I want it now.
Yeah.
Now.
See,
And
now
then I
I'm
get
not-
excited, and I think about it. Like I used to think about the things I would. Oh, I'm getting this. And I get to do that with it. And yeah, that'd be awesome. So
I guess for me, it was just saving it to be a bigger surprise on Christmas. I
Well,
don't know.
for me, I had the crap luck because after that, when I was older, I did the same thing. I wanted to know, and I always found my sister's gifts. I never found my freaking gifts because I know to look in my mom's closet to find like my older sister's presents.
the closet was that's so.
First world problems.
I'll be honest. I actually like in years after that, if I found them, I actually felt guilty about it. To be honest, like I would look because I was curious,
Are you
but
Catholic?
there'd also be like the part of my mind that'd be like, you don't actually want to find them. You don't really want to know what your parents are getting you.
yeah.
Type of shit.
Overcame
Like,
that
I'm
a
like
long
that
time
now.
ago.
you want it to be a surprise, and then I'd find it and be like, oh sweet, they are getting me that. Oh, I'm kind of sad. I know now.
Oh,
and,
muffin.
But like that's just.
Like bad acting Christmas morning. Thanks, guys.
Yay! I definitely didn't know this was
I
coming.
totally wanted. By the way, I already bought the expansion.
Yeah.
Or just like
Yeah.
move everything to the side, go straight for that one. I wonder what this is.
Shake, 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 chocolate.
All right,
Bad children.
Chris, what's your topic?
If obviously our passion and what we love doing is video games and board games. It's our hobby. It's our main one.
That's
If
our
you
bag.
couldn't play video games or board games again ever, what would be the other hobby you would, I guess, replace?
Would we have played video games or board games?
Yeah,
And
we're
we've
talking
given
like
it up.
we're
Right
talking
now-
like right now. You have to give it up for
Medical reasons.
medical reasons, relationship reasons. I don't know.
God.
It's just you're not allowed to play video games or board games ever again.
Divorce. Okay.
What would be the hobby you would replace with?
Creating.
Corey looks a little stressed out.
I would replace it with video games or board games. Whichever one I gave up, I would replace it with
No.
suck
You're
at
not
this
allowed
game.
to play either one of them. It's gone.
I would definitely turn to some matter of creating, whether it's going back to drawing a lot, because I used to love to draw, and I haven't since probably my late teens, I would say is kind of when I stopped doing it a lot.
Me too.
I'd probably pick that up again. I might even take a couple courses on it again.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
to kinda
surprised you
refresh
didn't say
myself
like airsoft because you kind of already
Well,
do that. Like, would you
that's-
not just get into it more?
Shoot things.
Like yeah, probably
really
in the summer,
expensive
but like
habit.
you're talking about, like from the sounds of it, like you're like, what would you replace all of that like board game and like video game?
Well, think
time
about
and
the
hobbies
the
with?
time that you do right now.
Airsoft isn't an all year thing,
Okay.
so it's really more in. It's
Yeah.
a fair weather hobby.
We live in Alberta. You'll freeze your ass
Yeah,
off.
so,
and
I
frozen
mean-
airsoft pellets suck
Oh,
balls.
yeah, absolutely. So like I would probably I would play that a lot more in the summer, but for the majority of my free time, I'd be drawing and stuff like that, and probably go back to like some manner of creating, potentially picking back up my coding as well. I'd probably turn a little bit more to other things that I could be
Yeah.
doing on the computer.
Yeah.
So
I figured you'd probably answer something similar to that, the drawing. But anyways, what did you?
Go ahead,
No,
Tara.
I'm actually the same. What the hell? Like, we have the same childhood. I used to paint. I used to sculpt. I did cartoons. Like, I'm on my 5th comic book, and I haven't touched it in a while. But I would go back to, because I did 2 shows. Like, I would go back to my painting, get back in some more shows, and then get into animation, honestly, because I'd have all that time.
Hey, I think our audience would say you guys should probably draw and do some of that for tech geek gamers.
I have
don't know, I'm
cartoons
just gonna
ready.
throw that out there. Right?
but I have
You're
video
artistic.
games to play.
Okay, to be fair,
No.
I don't know if you know this, but just a little while ago, this game called Fallout came
Yeah.
out, and before that, there was another game called Metal Gear, as well as Destiny, and those 3 games alone pretty much occupy my time. In fact, I haven't been able to play Metal Gear since September because of Destiny, and then because of Fallout, I don't. Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
too many games to play, and I want to play. I want to play Witcher.
I haven't played it yet. I actually have inked some new comics that are Tech Geek Gamer themed.
Hey,
I just
there we
haven't
go.
done
Nice.
anything else.
Spoiler.
Hi, guess what might be going on
So
the website?
artsy, what would you do?
Fartsy.
Me, it's so I don't know if any of you have actually known this, but I've always had this strange obsession with swords and daggers and stuff.
I totally thought I was going to say masturbation, but okay.
No, it's not really a strange
that's
obsession.
like-
It's
that's
a very normal
common
obsession.
obsession.
That would
So-
just naturally fall into the free time. I mean,
True, fine.
I've always
Yeah, but take it to the next level.
I have
Like the
full intentions to one day, whenever it ends up happening, of collecting swords. I think they're really cool, just hanging them, mantling them, whatever. I know it's weird,
I thought you were going to definitely
I thought
go into like
have a
you'd
claymore.
go into like sword play.
but that's what I'm leading into. So it'd not only be the collecting of swords, but getting into sword play, sword fighting, learning like all the different I guess, martial arts of sword fighting or
Kendo?
sword fighting styles and whatnot, that would be what I would just pour my time into, which might lead into LARPing. I don't know.
Which is
I have two phones
which
like
are both-
Nerf
which is
swords.
just basically real life video games.
Yes,
Exactly,
that's cheating.
right? Because no, it's not cheating.
It's not, it's
because
something different.
It's completely
I guess
different.
you're
It
cheating.
still is like feeding that inner geek of me of liking that kind of stuff. And
Must kill things.
I would probably be a warrior if I were to LARP. Maybe some magic. Not a lot, though. I'm not really into
So a
them.
paladin.
I have two
Yeah,
of the
I-
foam like Nerf swords.
They
like,
have
that are,
those
like,
as
those long
actual
or whatever.
Star Wars.
I dated a girl for a little while that
was into LARPing?
Well, no, we
LARPing.
my
Into swordplay.
my family actually used to make fun of us because like when I had the swords or whatever, they thought we'd get into LARPing. But no, she fenced. So
Oh,
we
cool.
actually picked those up because she was going to teach me to do some stuff. And
Yeah.
literally, she'd just be like, okay, come at me. And like I would attack her.
Come
and
at
she'd
me,
beat me
bruh.
every time.
Sticking
like,
with the pointy end.
So
No, I think
fun.
I think it would be a lot of fun. Fencing.
I've done kendo. That hurts like a
samurai.
bitch.
That like just learning it all and there's. I even looked into it. There's a guy out in Calgary who will, if you book him and have a large enough group, he'll come down to Edmonton and for I think it's 3 hours does a sword lesson.
Okay.
Teaching you how to sword fight and then you spar against each other.
So why are we not doing this already?
I actually pitched it for a
Goodness.
birthday idea a couple years ago, and because of cost, most people said they couldn't commit to it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I will revisit it and see
Where
if
the
I can
hell
find
was
that
I
guy.
during that conversation?
That was
I
like
wasn't here yet.
that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That was quite a few.
So what would you do?
I'd make video games.
Okay.
Can't play them, just make them. I like that.
I have like 5 ideas for video games already, so I would just make video
So
games.
you
So
make
your
them,
hobby
you
would
have
be
your
code them.
animation.
Yeah.
I'll code the back end.
He will
You're-
actually be your
Techie
model.
Gamers now
Yeah.
becomes a gaming studio.
There's our vision.
I honestly, I've played video games since I was in grade 1. I can't. I
Not.
couldn't. I like. It's been so ingrained in my life. Board games, fuck. I could ditch board games in a
Well,
second.
I know, but that's why I
sweating bullets
added
with your
both
topic.
because I would say myself and Mark are probably more of the board game.
I love board games. Don't get me wrong, but I could easily lots of my memories. Like like the Tea Party, the first Tea Party album. I remember playing Sega Saturn with our buddy Mike in the basement playing Virtual Fighter 2. Like all of my
Alhambra?
yeah, no. So not Alhambra.
Edges of Twilight.
Edges of Twilight. Yeah.
Yes, we are Tea Party fans. I
That
have all their albums.
Huge throwback.
I now have them playing
there's
in my head.
songs in my life that are like, and there's memories in my life that are so ingrained. I couldn't do it.
And then like Transmission and playing PS1, 2.
No Dreamcast?
I had a Dreamcast.
I had it. Anyway,
Yep.
Yeah, so making video games.
I would make video
but you
games.
couldn't play them. You would just make them.
He would make them. He would
but
have
I'd
time
have
to
to
play
test
them.
them to make sure that they work.
Okay.
would
No,
Yeah,
we'd
you
have to
would.
outsource for that. We're not allowed to play them,
Yeah,
so
you-
we have to outsource the QA.
You hire somebody else to QA.
Luckily, I think there's a member of Techie Gamers that used to do QA, so maybe he'd do that for us. Mark.
Then if I couldn't do that, I would probably.
I figured art.
I would be miserable.
Your hobby would be to
Like I have a
just
million
be
other hobbies,
miserable
right? Like
person.
I do film, video. I'd probably just put more money into videos and edit and
Yeah.
and write more and blah blah blah. But no, I couldn't do anything.
So what we figured out is that if we didn't play video games, we'd be a hell of a lot more creative.
Not me. I'm fighting people with my sword.
Sword fighting requires some
That involves
creativity.
creativity
Well,
and
to
skill.
me, it's growing up. I was always athletic, so it would be trying to combine two things of being
Back to
athletic
sports.
again, but kind of nerdy athletic.
Yeah.
Right on.
Tara, what's your topic?
Mine is just a series of questions. They are basically choosing one or the other. If something were to happen that you live in a place where you can't have both of something, which one would you choose and why in a very succinct, short response?
Sort of like,
Concise.
if you can't have video games, what else would you do?
But concise.
Porn.
So building off of that, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Okay.
So the first one is you have a choice either no internet or none of your favorite food for one solid year. Which one would you choose?
No food.
I'd give up food.
No food.
Shocker.
Next question.
Well, what about you?
What would
What would you
you
do?
Fuck yeah, no food.
Okay, of course. Like,
I'm eating broccoli for the year.
The
I don't
internet will
care.
tell me new things to eat.
Yeah.
Okay, this is another one that's similar. Only being able to play one good game or 10 bad games.
One good game.
One good.
One Geek game. Yeah.
I almost already
Destiny
do
players.
that.
Yeah, there we go.
I
lots
usually
of
like
one good
binge
game
on
that
one
you
game
can-
for
yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Okay, rich and forever alone or poor with many friends?
Poor with many friends.
I'm not
Rich and
surprised.
forever alone. Poor and many friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna
I
be
value my
forever
friendship.
alone.
We
much
would all be,
more
we
over
would be on the
financial
street, and
gains.
Chris would walk by, and there'd be that slow motion. Memory.
Slowly,
like-
But I just-
single tear. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got no friends to share this with, so
Yeah.
who cares?
You'd be forever alone, but
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just sure
you
you
Just
could buy
drop some of that
friends.
my way.
yeah, we'd come and roll them. Make money on 'em. We'd spread it amongst our friends.
Okay, next one. No cell phone or no PC.
No cell phone.
No PC.
No PC.
What?
No cell phone.
Gotta keep the cell phone for all time.
all
I'm
time.
guessing.
Oh, then no cell phone.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
cell
thank
phone.
you.
Because
Okay,
I
no
have,
cell phone.
well, I guess internet, yeah.
How the crap am I supposed to rate on this thing?
Go back to the years before 2000, where we didn't have cell.
Actually,
Or
hang on now.
2003, before we had cell phones.
You can do a lot on, you can make calls from your phone.
Yeah.
Or from your,
From your PC.
Or
See,
from
but
an actual
the mobility-
telephone that
No
plugs
cell
into
phone.
The,
The
wall.
mobility of the cell phone is really nice.
But
I think
are we,
society is crutched by cell phones
are we
nowadays.
locking
We should get rid of them.
current technology in place?
Irony is current. No, we're just saying no cell phones.
Ooh, that's actually
Or
a
no
tough one.
PC.
the
Well,
more
then I
think
would
of it.
then, well, I don't know, because yeah.
Sophie's choice. There's
We're not
no-
going
there's no
join
right
mnemonic
answer.
here. Okay, we good?
Question the next.
Yeah.
Question
Cell phone,
the
yeah.
next.
No cell phone. Yeah.
All meat diet or no meat diet?
All meat.
All meat.
No meat.
All meat.
Boring.
Diabetes.
I gotta be different. No meat. I've done it.
Yeah.
Fuck,
I
I
can
gotta
do it.
eat me a milk bear, man. That's not cool.
All right. Okay.
Can I add one to that, actually, real quick?
What's that?
Would you give up meat or alcohol?
Meat.
Alcohol. Easy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm Irish.
I barely drink now.
Yeah, same. But I remember asking that question. Sorry, I took over the conversation there, but I remember asking that question once, and everyone was like, "Whoa, I don't know, like alcohol, meat. I
Did
love
you ask
boring."
this in
I'm
like
like,
early
years old.
20s? Like, yeah, when like alcohol is like the staple cornerstone of your lifestyle.
And
I can't give that up.
I've actually done that. First year of college, it was pretty much I either had a choice between booze or food, and guess which one I picked?
Well, you took booze all the time.
Absolutely.
Back then.
I didn't need to eat that day. I wanted to drink.
Yes. And I could just go ahead and eat vegetables. If I'm drunk, I
Tacos.
won't care.
Someone would bring food eventually. So, our camera died.
It happens.
What was your last question? And then we'll go to Rob. Do you have it all set up? Do you
Punch your nan or kick a puppy.
All right, punch your nan or kick a puppy.
Punch my man.
Those are both terrible.
Both. All my grandmas are dead.
Yeah, but what? Of course, let's assume one of them is alive.
I would kick a puppy.
Yeah,
Do I have to kick
I
it
can't.
hard? Can I just like?
I can't.
I didn't say it was a hard
Grandma?
kick.
Like,
I'll kick a puppy. Oh god.
yeah. I guess like you sound like a monster when you say that, right? But like, I can't hit my
Or
grandma.
punch your grandmother? No, that's a monster. Human over animal. Sorry, we're
For whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick a puppy.
My nan would kick my ass, so yeah. I would gently toe the puppy in the ass. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's allowed.
I didn't say you had to aggressively like.
first and foremost.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking
I'm
like
not
football.
towing a puppy's ass no matter what, because that sounds like some dirty thing. Hey, what did you guys do last
Hey,
night?
Fido.
Toad a puppy's ass.
Towed the puppy's ass.
Like toe the west
High
pocket.
five.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
you went toe to ass. Never go toe to ass.
Well,
What's wrong with you?
think about the saying. So what'd you do? Fuck the dog all day at work. You what?
I work with people that don't get that.
Where did that saying come from?
That's probably
You
another
don't
topic.
want to. You don't want to know where.
Okay, Rob, what is your topic?
Bringing us home.
Yeah, that's
Bring us
rounding out the table.
My topic, quick and simple. I want to know what everyone's favorite childhood toy was.
What was yours?
What was mine? So mine is it was a GI Joe base, and I actually pulled it
I
up
remember that.
on the Googles here to show you guys, so you have an idea of what I'm describing. This was it.
Yo, Joe.
It was this little like tower thing that folded together.
I was jealous of people who had that. Rich kids had
That gun thing like stacked in the back or whatever. It was really cool because like on this side there was a jail, so if you could like keep a guy like prisoner.
Cobra Commander.
But there was like a little barrel up here, so if you had the GI Joes that like launched things or whatever, if you hit that barrel, the wall blew out, so then the guy could escape from prison. If you shot this thing in the center, the top tower fell down and stuff like that. I love this thing.
How old were you with that?
Probably like
80s,
grade 4, grade
9,
5 when I got this.
High school.
But I will not lie, I probably played with this thing into junior high. I played with my GI Joes into junior high. I don't
hell
care.
not?
If I'm hanging out by myself on an afternoon, whatever.
Why not?
I got my
we should
GI
do a
Joes
GI
out.
Joe episode where we just play. And...
I don't know if I have them anymore. I went searching and I think my mom gave them away.
Oh yeah, that's.
I don't have it.
most of my
Probably
toys
with all
are
my
long
Transformers.
gone.
What's your favorite toy?
Legos.
Legos?
Could build like crazy. Our folks, like, it's before, like now they're all, nostalgia things. So people are cashing on. They cost an arm and a leg now. Mm-hmm. But my folks,
I think
we
they
had,
did back then too.
They weren't at, no, we wouldn't have had them if they were expensive. Like, we couldn't afford them. But we had enough. Like, we started off with like a little pile, and every Christmas we'd start building up, and we end up having 3 of those giant buckets full by the end.
Yeah,
my folks
I
still
remember
have them
buckets.
for the grandkids to play with and stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, we'd build the shit out of everything. Like, my sisters and I, we would have the entire living room just covered. And then we have to do that whole, do I take it apart to make this cooler, or do we leave it alone? And we try to figure out how to build shit upside down from things. And, like, it wasn't like Connect, so we tried to make things function. Yeah.
So when you posted that in chat, I laughed because I don't recall this, so I'm I guess cheating a little bit here. Not really cheating, just going off
Did you
topic.
call in your mom?
No. But the story that
Refer a friend.
I've been told many times is that one of my favorite toys when I was a toddler, so 2, 3, 4 maybe, was a toaster.
I took it in the back with
I
me.
did not want to play with anything except for the toaster, and I would grab it by the cord and walk it around, and I'd sit down and play with it. I don't know. Had some strange obsession with a toaster.
Were you
And
magpie? Like shinies?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
How
Was
do
it
you
brave?
feel about toasters now?
Well,
Do you have do you see your toaster? Are you kind of kindred with your toaster? Okay, I just want like when you went and bought a toaster, where you're like, just buy a toaster, or were you
it's
like,
like, hey, toaster, cool.
that one speaks to me? Was it like your Harry Potter wand? Like you let the toaster choose you?
Ghosts.
I wonder if like the correlation between when the Brave Little Toaster came out of this, and maybe like it affected you.
I have
as
no idea.
Young Chris Ippolito
That was late
watched the
90s,
Brave Little
80s.
Toaster and wanted to play with his toaster.
The toy that I remember being like my favorite was the Nintendo.
I was going to say fork in the wall socket, but
Yeah.
entertainment system.
I was
Like, it
gonna
just-
preface this with saying no video games, but just to
Well, there
even it
hasn't
out,
been a
but
video game.
that-
so.
I had an Atari, I had a Commodore,
Yeah.
but it was the Nintendo that I was just like, oh my
The
god,
gateway.
this is amazing, and launched it. We had this conversation once before, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
This is tough because I don't remember like a single toy,
or like grouping.
but
of
it would
toys
be
that you
it
like
would be
playing with.
Transformers, GI Joe, and He-Man. Like those were
The action figures.
Yeah. And we weren't elitists, so like He-Man was like, oh, He-Man came in a GI Joe, and he's so big, and Transformers would come and then like wipe everybody out.
I have He-Man's. I still have actually some She-Ra. My She-Ra doll is put away.
Sweet, that's awesome.
that
Yeah.
reason.
For my GI Joes, I remember like you had like all those ones that were like that tall or whatever, and
The
came with,
mini
like,
ones,
all,
yeah.
I remember I got this other one though that was like the next stage of GI Joe, and he was like that much taller than the rest of them, and
But
that
his-
was
his
that
elbows
guy.
didn't
He
move,
was
did
the
they?
leader.
They did.
Oh,
like
okay.
he was
Well, I
like
never had
a
the
still
MC
fully
again.
articulated thing. But well, no, he was like he was a little bit taller, but he became like the Rambo. So whenever I played, like, it was him versus all of the rest. Yeah, so
Get
he's
down,
out there with his machine gun,
I
like
think we
mowing
got
everyone
Castle
down.
Grayskull. Oh, Star Wars toys. That would be it.
The Falcon and did you
yeah,
have
I don't know if we had the Falcon. We had the
C-3PO that opened.
no, never had that.
Bunch of rich kids here, eh?
I didn't have it.
I did not have any Star Wars.
the
I had
Imperial.
one goddamn She-Ra doll.
We got the Imperial, like, this is gonna kill me. Like the one that Darth Vader flies in on. The
the
wings,
shuttle.
Yes,
The
yeah,
Imperial shuttle.
Oh, yeah.
the wings
yeah.
fold up into the
Imperial
triangle.
shuttle.
Yeah, and it had like a little handle underneath. We had that. So those would be my favorite toys. I remember those, like, but they just branched out, like, because every year we were spoiled brats, like, so yeah, we got.
Obvious.
Thanks, moms and dads.
Yeah, thanks very much. I think Mark won your Hearthstone game.
Good.
Woohoo!
Ranked.
There was some serious, intense breathing over there, so...
So nice.
Excellent.
Landmine.
What is your favorite toy from when you were a kid? What was your answers to Tara's questions? What was your question?
The hobby. What hobby
Oh,
would
yeah,
you do
yeah,
if you
you
couldn't
do
play
video
board games or video games? And that
Solid.
was
And what
corner.
Christmas gift did you ruin as a child? Leave a comment below or send an email to comments@techgeekgamers.com. Remember to subscribe, like, and most importantly, share with everyone you know. I'm one of your hosts, Cory. That's Rob, Tara, and Chris. And remember, Tech Geek Gamers posts most of the time on Mondays, but every week on techgeekgamers.com. And we will see you next time.